What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing a Manchester City transfer update, including a big update on Erling Haaland. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help support my channel, then do subscribe. Aiming for 16,000 subscribers, we're less than 300 subs away now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Daily City transfer updates coming in the summer transfer window for everyone to look forward to, so do subscribe. Social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Once more, aiming for 300 likes on this video, and also most importantly, let me know what your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. Just want to give a big shout out to the latest JSGC member, Adam Quinn. Your support is much appreciated in helping to support the future content created here on the channel. Absolute legend. If you want to become a member of the JSGC channel, get access to custom stickers and emojis, as well as priority access to some of my videos and a shout out on one of my transfer updates, then do become a member by pressing that join button, which you can find next to the subscribe button. Lastly, this video is sponsored and brought to you by the best footballing app out there, OneFootball. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and download that, like I said, all you need to do, press that link at the top of my description. So let's crack on with this transfer update. We're going to start off with the outs, and yes, we've got an update on Eric Garcia. Now, Pep has confirmed that he thinks Eric Garcia is going to Barcelona after once again bigging up his praises. Eric Garcia is now well down the pecking order at Manchester City. He's awaiting the results, Eric is, of the Barcelona presidential election, which will be happening real soon, within the next week or so. Once the results are in and they've got a new president is when Barcelona are expected to put Eric Garcia on a pre-contract agreement, which I am expecting for that to happen quite soon. If it doesn't, then surely there'll be a bit of doubt in Eric Garcia's mind. His contract is up on June 30th of this year, so he'll be hoping for that to happen sooner rather than later. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a new name. Firstly, it's Robin Gosens, a left-back at Atalanta. Now, Sports Witness are reporting that Manchester City, they're having a look at him. He's a 26-year-old left-back. No fees been mentioned, just interest. Apparently, Juventus are interested too. I've never seen Gosens play. I don't know too much about him. So if anyone does, then do let me know if you rate him or not in the comments below. Now, we've got a Houssem Aouar update. We've not had an update on him in a long time. But CalcioMercato in Italy is saying that Manchester City, they're still interested. So are Arsenal, so are Juventus. It's believed that Lyon are looking for around 55 million euros for his signature this summer. I can only see Manchester City making a move for Aouar if a midfielder does leave City. I know Fernandinho is going to be leaving Aouar. He isn't an out-and-out defensive midfielder. I don't see City on a permanent basis moving Ilkay Gundogan into that position. And considering the success that Gundogan's had played against alongside another defensive midfielder, I just don't see that happening. As much as I'd love Aouar at Manchester City, I think he's a phenomenal player. I just don't see how this transfer could happen, and I say that because Bernardo Silva, he's moved into the centre. I've always found him a bit hit and miss in the centre at times. This season, though, he's looked brilliant. In the absence of Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, yeah, he's told me and he's suggested to me now that actually we don't need to be looking at central midfielders. Defensive midfielders, yes, if Fernandinho does leave, but central midfielders like Aouar, not so sure. We'll see. And now moving on to another transfer, comes in the form of another midfielder, defensive midfielder this time, in Manuel Locatelli of Sassuolo. They're looking for around 40 to 45 million euros for his signature this summer, according to Fabrizio Romano. Juventus, they're being linked along with Manchester City. It's believed that Manchester City, they're just scouting Locatelli. They've made no move yet. There hasn't been any contact with any of his entourage or anything like that. It is just interest. City are going to have interest in hundreds of players this summer. Who we actually make a move for, that remains to be seen. I will say that being chucked out there once more is left-back, defensive midfielder and a striker. So that's where I think City are going to head into the summer. So yeah, we'll see. And speaking of strikers, moves us on to our last update. Comes in the form of an update on Erling Haaland at Borussia Dortmund. Now, if you remember rightly, in my last video, I was speaking that Manchester City, they were willing to negotiate and talk with Raiola, his agent, a player, or an agent actually, that Manchester City don't particularly like working with, particularly Pep Guardiola. They've had a bit of an issue between Raiola and Guardiola in the past. Chicky doesn't particularly enjoy working with Raiola either, but apparently City, they're willing to put the grudges to one side to try and make this transfer happen. And BILD now have been speaking about this transfer, and they're suggesting that Borussia Dortmund, they're looking for north of 100 million euros for Erling Haaland this summer. The price being chucked out there is 110 million euros. Remember, this is a player that is available in the summer of 2022 for £65 million. That's his release clause that comes active then. And so it's well within Dortmund's interest to cash in this summer whilst they can still get a good amount. And what BILD have been suggesting, and other news outlets as well, including news outlets here in the UK as well, have said that Erling Haaland could well be leaving Dortmund if they don't secure Champions League football for next season, which currently Borussia Dortmund currently outside of the Champions League spots in the Bundesliga. Not that I'm saying I'm expecting them to finish outside of them. I'm not. With the quality that they've got, they should be finishing in a Champions League spot, but if they don't, then I think that almost certainly guarantees that Haaland will be pushing to leave Dortmund this summer. 110 million euros in a straight-up fee with Dortmund. That's not including agent fees and everything. It's a very expensive transfer to get done. I'm not sure if I see City making a move. I want us to make a move. Not too sure if I do see us making a move. City interested, Manchester United interested, Liverpool interested, Chelsea too, Juventus, PSG, Barcelona, Real Madrid. All the big European clubs all declaring their interest in Erling Haaland. There's lots of competitions, there's lots of hurdles to get over. If City are to make a move for an attacker though, if Erling Haaland is a transfer to be done and he leaves Dortmund this summer, I'm going to be very disappointed if that club isn't Manchester City. Ticks all the boxes for City. Go out there and make it happen. If it means we have to be cheap on a deal to bring a defensive midfielder in, so be it. If it means we have to be cheap on bringing a left back in, so be it. I mean, Zinchenko's done a good job. Like I said, I'd just go all out to bring in a world-class, young, quality striker. Erling Haaland is the man that I want. And if he joins anyone else, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm sure we'll have plenty more updates on this throughout the summer transfer window. So do stay tuned for that. Subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video, aiming for 300 likes. Don't forget, leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of these transfers. Which players do you want City to sign this summer? Let me know in the comments below. Become a JSGC member too if you so wish by pressing that join button next to the subscribe button, and also go and check out the sponsor of today's video, which is OneFootball. You can download their app through the link at the top of my description to stay up to date with all the latest football scores, news, transfer news, all that good stuff. A worthwhile app having if you are a big football fan and a Manchester City fan. So do go and download that and press that link at the top of my description to take you to the download page. To download the app, it does help to support the future content created here on this channel. And I'll see you all again very soon. We've got the Manchester Derby coming up. Plenty more content to look forward to. Plenty more football and Manchester City videos to come from me. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I do hope that everyone has a fantastic rest of their day. I hope everyone is safe and well too. I've been JSGC. Peace. Ciao for now.